This is an OU battle on Pokemon Showdown, and I'm going to lead with my Salamence. He's going to lead with his Keldeo, and I assume it's Choice Scarf, so I switch out to Jellicent, so Salamence doesn't die in the first turn of the match. And right here, I gain the momentum. He's forced to switch out, and I can just go for Will-O-Wisp. I doubt he was going to send in his Heatran. I mean, after his Jirachi gets burned, I expected to switch out and switch into Breloom or Gengar, and he actually switches into Gengar off U-turn, so prediction paid off as Gengar got burned, which played a big part in the match, because nothing on my team can really fight Gengar. I tried to recover stall Gengar out, but then I learned it has Giga Drain, so I can't really do that. I'm going to have to actually beat Gengar through just switching multiple times. I switch out to Tyranitar, and he goes for the Shadow Ball like I predicted. And now that Sandstorm's up, he's going to be taking more damage, which makes stalling this thing out a lot easier. Because now he's taking Sandstorm, Life Orb, and Burn. He went for the Focus Blast there, and I thought about switching in Reuniclus. I really should have switched it in instead of Salamence, looking back. Salamence wouldn't really be able to take a Focus Blast too well. He's going to send in his Breloom, and this is supposed to be a Spore moment, but he goes for Bullet Seed instead. I learned that he doesn't carry Spore for some reason. Either he doesn't carry it, or he chooses not to use it. Send in my Salamence after he kills my Tyranitar, and I go for Draco Meteor, expecting Landorus T to switch in. And Landorus T can't take special hits, so it loses 90%, and if Stealth Rocks had been up, that would have been a kill. But Tyranitar couldn't manage to get a Stealth Rocks this match, so switches in his Jirachi, and I go for the Fire Blast to either kill off his Landorus T or hit Jirachi on a switch in, and he switched it in. I go for the Earthquake in an attempt to kill it, or kill Heatran if it switches in, but his Heatran is on a balloon. And I send in Terrakion to either take a Dragon Pulse or a Fire Blast, but he doesn't go for either, he goes for Toxic. And that's just a kill from there. It's Choice Band Terrakion, so I don't think there's any EVs he could have put into his Heatran and actually survive that. He goes for a Mach Punch, and I really expected him to actually go for Spore or Substitute there, but after the last time it switched in, I should have learned that it's a Life Orb version. So it would just go for Spore or Mach Punch at that moment. I send in my Salamence, and I just go for Draco Meteor with it. So anything he switches in should die, because most of his Pokemon are at 70 to 80 or 10% right now. He makes the smart prediction there of sending out his Keldeo to get me to send out my Jellicent, which allows him to switch in his Breloom. So I got out-predicted there. And right here, he should have gone for the Spore instead of going for Swords Dance, but I don't think he has it, which is the problem. Is it allowed me to get a Will-O-Wisp, which made his Breloom useless, which allowed me to switch in Skarmory and pretty much win the match from there. He's going to send in his Keldeo and then send in his Landorus T, but I think that was actually a very bad move. Because I was going to send in my Jellicent either way. He would have been better off just going for, like, pretty much anything, honestly, instead of switching out. And I'm just going to go for the Will-O-Wisp so his Landorus T can't do anything to Jellicent. The rest of this is going to be a recover stalling out his Landorus T, and then it's going to be a prediction on what move he's going to lock himself into with his Keldeo. I don't think there's any move he could lock himself into that would actually win him the match, though. Because Hydro Pump gets walled by Jellicent, HP Ice gets walled, Mystic Sword, not Mystic, sorry, Secret Sword gets walled by Jellicent, and the last move, Choice Scarf Keldeo carries, I actually don't know. just gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp so I can get damage on it. I don't have to go for Scald to attempt to get the burn. And without Rain, I don't feel like the Choice Scarf set is that much of a threat, honestly. My team is threatened more by Calm Mind versions of this Pokemon and not Choice Scarf.